Joining me now is Matthew Stergios, who spent some time with Kim and as an administrative assistant or executive assistant in her office. So, Matthew, first, let's just start off with thoughts when the news finally broke that Kim had lost her battle to ovarian cancer.
Well, thanks, Mark, and thanks for having me this morning. I did just want to start by saying I'd like to give my condolences to Tom, Steph, Allie, and the whole Rudd family. Our thoughts are with you this morning. It was a shock, obviously. I'd known she'd been sick for some time, but when you hear the news, when it's real, it's a shock and it's upsetting. You assume someone like Kim is just going to go on forever, right? So it was very, very sad to hear.
So, Matthew, let's talk about your relationship with Kim and how you two ended up getting together and you were able to meet Kim and work as her assistant.
So I first met Kim, I think it was late 2014, early 2015. The campaign was just getting started, and she held a meet and greet in Newcastle at the library. And I knew I wanted to get involved, so I figured this is a great spot to do it. Let's go and meet the candidate. And from that point on, I knew I just wanted to be associated with Kim and to be involved in that campaign. I was impressed right from the word go, by her positivity, by her vision, by, what she wanted to do for the community. So that was the start of the adventure. Luckily, we were successful. Obviously, she won the election. I applied for a job in her constituency office. And I know for a fact that there were people who had more experience that applied, that were around longer, that worked on her 2011 campaign. But she hired me and she gave a young person a chance. And for that, I will be eternally grateful to Kim.
Did she ever tell you why she thought you were the right person? As you stated, maybe because there was better people, maybe more qualified, more people that had been around longer around Kim and worked on her campaign previous?
I think it's a testament just to the type of person that she was. I think she wanted to give young people a chance. I think she wanted to give people who might not have gotten in the door an opportunity. It's not about connections or who you know. It was just, giving someone a chance. So I think it worked out because I did stick around for the entire 4 years. So I think she was happy with the choice she made. But
how important was that relationship with Kim to where it's gotten your career now and where it has propelled you to?
Oh, it was very important. That job opened a lot of doors for me. So if it wasn't for that opportunity, I don't think I would be in the career that I'm in now or the place that I am. It allowed me to meet people in the community that I wouldn't have met. And so now I work in Coburg still, and I think it's all because of that chance. So I owe a great deal to Kim, certainly.
Talk about the Kim behind the scenes, because I've conducted more than half a dozen interviews that said, Kim knew how to work a room, knew how to talk, knew how to voice herself, but she also behind the scenes knew when it was time to put her foot down to make her point to get what she wanted, which was really, in the end, the best for the riding, best for Ontario, and the best for Canada as well.
Yeah, no, I think the Kim behind the scenes is the same as the Kim that everybody saw. I mean, what you saw with Kim was what you got. There was no agenda. There was no persona. That was Kim Rudd. And as you say, she knew how to get what was needed for this community. She was a fierce advocate in everything, not just politics, but in life in general. So that is the Kim Rudd that everybody knows. That's her behind the scenes.
Talk about Matthew working in that office, especially with Kim being a parliamentary assistant, and on a moment's notice she could be on a plane heading across somewhere in the world to cover for the minister that maybe he got pulled away on something else. So the juggling act of trying to keep Kim's schedule straight and also having to represent her when she wasn't available in the community.
you always had to be on your toes because you didn't know, to your point, what was going to happen from one day to the next. That was part of the excitement. I think that was part of the life that Kim really loved. It was an adventure when I said that earlier. I mean, it truly was. And it did give me an opportunity when she wasn't there and the rest of the staff to be a representative in the community for her. And I think we relished that opportunity, and she was pleased to have us out there as her representative. She trusted us, I think, to do that. But it was really exciting. There's no question about it. And then also having to listen to constituents and deal with their concerns when they were coming in at the same time that all this other stuff was going on. It was a juggling act, but I think she did it quite well.
Well, Matthew, what are you personally going to remember about Kim and miss about her?
Well, I think the main thing I'm going to miss is just seeing her everywhere. No matter where you went in the community, whatever event it was, she was there. She was shaking hands. She was talking to people. And so just her presence in the community is something that I'm going to miss a great deal. I'm going to miss her friendship and her mentorship. Certainly, but she did leave a lot to hold on to. So I'm going to cherish that. But we definitely lost a leader in the community. There's no question about it.
Your sentiments resemble those of many, but especially I was able to sit down with Elizabeth Edwards earlier as well, and she talked and a lot along the lines that you did as well, Matthew. That she wouldn't be where she was if it wasn't for Kim taking a chance on her out of college and giving her the opportunity to work as an intern and then hire her along, and just that mentorship along the way, and making her feel as part of the team and making her feel like when she went out into the community that she was wanted and needed and was there to represent Kim.
I think that's a great legacy that Kim leaves behind, that she instilled in her staff and everyone that she met, that we were qualified, we were deserving to be out there, and it's something that I'm really grateful for, as I said.
One final question, Matthew. What does this loss mean of Kim to this community of Northumberland? And, maybe not even just Northumberland, but also Canada, because the outpouring of support of earlier this week, when you see the tweets of MPs are currently sitting in the House still that she worked with, from the Prime Minister to also MPs that she worked with on the Hill. It's certainly she's being missed all around, not just here in Northumberland. But again, what do you think the loss means?
Yeah, so I mean, we know the community has lost a great leader, no question. But when you see the outpouring and you see the message from the Prime Minister, the country has lost, I think, a certain type of politician and a certain type of person that we're seeing less and less of these days, which is unfortunate. She had a positive outlook and a positive vision for the future and for where she wanted this country to go. She didn't peddle in negativity, hatred, cynicism. She was against all of that stuff. And I wish there were more politicians and more people like Kim Rudd around today, because I think we need it. And we're going to miss that aspect for sure.
Matthew, thanks for getting up early this morning to do this interview with me. I do truly appreciate it.
Happy to. Thanks again, Mark.